Hello and welcome to SynthesisTV. We have been given access to Marvel Superhero Squad Online to review it. It's very special.
Indeed, this is a special moment.
First review and all that. Yeah.
So this is the Marvel Superhero Squad Online. It's from the Amazing Society and Gazillion Entertainments. I believe that Gazillion Entertainments are also doing Marvel Heroes, which will be another free-to-play RPG MMO, but I'm not sure when that's coming out. Next year, I think. So this one is meant to be aimed at families, so it is quite kiddie, which is pretty awesome. So for around 7-year-olds, I think. Although some people's 4-year-olds have been playing it and been doing quite well at it, so pretty family based. It hit 4 million players in October, which is pretty good for them. Cheer, cheer, cheer. The game was launched in 2011, so yes, I know it's been out a little while, but it's pretty epic for us to actually, be doing our first review. So
Of anything.
Of anything. So yeah.
Hopefully this leads to more exciting stuff.
Yeah, hopefully. So yeah, a little bit about it. There's 85 playable characters, and according to the blurb on the website, there are 30 exciting missions in 4 zones.
Needless to say, I went and bought all the characters.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we got given quite a lot of good stuff just to give this all a go.
Yep.
So we could go and buy all the missions and give them all a go. This guy is laughing behind me. What is he? He's dressed as a centurion. Okay.
It's the Hulk. You don't mess with the Hulk.
You don't mess with the Hulk. So yeah, you when you first log in, you go through a quick tutorial, which is quite good actually. It's quite really good for kids because it's spoken, so there's not a lot of reading to do, but you can get it subtitled as well, which can be a little educational, which is good. The lady is very, very, very bleeding cheerful. I must admit I mocked her the entire way through because she was exceptionally cheerful, but, kids, they like that kind of thing. It was pretty short.
I like that kind of thing, and I'm 27.
And you're 27, okay.
Yep.
It was pretty short, which is good for, kids' attention spans, because we know what they're like. But I must admit, it was, for me anyway, it was slightly lacking. I entered the game still a little bit confused about what the icons were and what I was actually meant to be doing, or where I was meant to be going. I know it's a bit of a kind of free-for-all, do what you want, but a little bit direction would have been a little bit nice, actually. So yeah, I don't know where you want to go from here, Tosh?
Well, the main thing is, it's kind of a mix between 3 different types of genres of games. It's got the whole action RPG element to it, where with the missions, you can go off and do missions, and it's very much like Diablo, click to kill things, but very simplified. You can't permanently die. You just respawn. So
Yeah,
keep kids happy.
Yeah, keep kids happy.
There is a collectible card game, which is great fun and confusing.
And confusing.
Yeah.
The
needs
tutorial
to be...
was just a written one. It was quite simple with big text, but
I
drag on a little bit. And I must admit that I don't think either of us particularly stuck it out, and we actually just went straight into work it ourselves.
Yeah.
Because it was easier and less boring.
I mean, if we're going to get bored of it, then children are going to get bored of reading it as well. So
Yeah.
maybe
shorten that down.
do with a voiceover.
Yeah, cheery voiceover lady. Maybe.
And
she kind of freaked me out, but there you go.
there is a headquarters part to it, which I'm going to show you now. It might take a while to load, but
Yeah, go for it. Well, I'll talk about the way it looks and stuff. So, as you can see, it's pretty bright. It's pretty colourful, and the graphics are quite kiddie friendly. It's quite good. I quite like that. I love the fact actually that the superpowers that we'll show you later when we do a mission are really big and flashy, and they are actually recognisable as the superpowers of the hero, which is really good for kids. It kind of really gets them involved in it. And the superheroes are pretty recognisable as well, actually. The only shame about starting this game is you get given 4 right at the beginning, but it would have been nice to have actually been able to choose your 4 rather than just given total random ones. I think you will get given the same random ones as well, so it's not completely randomised. But it would have been nice.
Yeah, just to have a little bit of choice. I mean, kids always want to play it as their favourite hero
they always want to play as
than
their favourite, and
something they've been given.
Yeah, and a lot of the favourites actually are buyable characters, or you have to actually pay for the shield agent to actually be able to purchase them. And I think for really wee ones, that could be a little bit upsetting. But I do understand that this being a free-to-play browser does need to make its money from somewhere. But maybe there's a little bit of a compromise somewhere in there.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I went. The first thing I did was go and buy Deadpool because favorite Marvel character. Have to buy. I'm going to throw him around my base a little bit. Yeah, as you can see, my base is filled with heroes. There are multiple rooms you can buy, lots of interactable objects in all of them for, basically. I'm just smack Nick Fury in the face a little bit. There we go. Press buttons. There are hundreds of rooms. You can customize them with paint, new objects.
Bearing in mind, though, you do have to pay for the new objects from the shop store. I don't know whether you have to pay with them silver or... And I think there's silver and gold.
It's a little bit weird. There's two types of currency. In fact, I'll show the shop off right now. Oh, there's new heroes. I need to buy them. Yeah. This is the shop. There's quite a lot of obscure heroes that, you
would never have even thought existed or really heard of.
Some of them I haven't heard of, or they're not very well known. I mean, like Doctor Strange. Not a lot of kids are going to know about Doctor Strange.
But I kind of like that, though, because it kind of teaches a little bit more about the Marvel universe.
Saying that, I absolutely love Doctor Strange, one of my favourite characters. There's the missions tab, which you can purchase additional missions with gold or silver. Again, headquarters stuff. It's basically a big shop. There's booster packs for your cards that you can buy things. Lots of goodies. This is the Shield Agents Only section, which you can buy exclusive characters, which sadly Deadpool was in there. I would have liked him to be in the hero section, but what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You can also get items and stuff from the ticket prize wheel.
Ah, the ticket prize wheel.
It's pretty awesome. You get tickets by doing like stuff. You actually get given it as like little rewards. Quite often there are little robot-y things around the towns, and if you click
the trouble bots.
You get a ticket. Yeah,
damn them trouble bots.
Yeah, you click to get rid of the trouble bots, and you get a ticket for your stuff.
I'll just show off the wheel a little bit.
And then you can go and play on the wheel your tickets, so you can win bits and pieces, and win bits for your headquarters. Now, we are talking about the headquarters. There's no real purpose to furnishing it. It's just a bit of fun, really, which is quite cool.
It reminds me a little bit of The Sims /
I was gonna
Tamagotchis.
You can feed your characters as well, which is slightly...
Yep, I threw some food on the fly, shut that off.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but it's fun, There's actually quite a lot to do in this game.
There's arcades with minigames.
Yeah, although we haven't actually managed to get into the arcades.
It keeps crashing every time we go in, so...
crashing at the moment, but...
At the moment, it might be a bug.
Might be a bit broken at the
but
moment,
it needs some work.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll fix it. But there's things like Mind Match, which is just the classics pairs games, and Whack-A-Mole, and that sort of stuff. But
you can go inside the buildings. Going inside the buildings, you can get...
So you've got the environment's fully explorable. They quite like you to jump around a lot and find all the bits and bobs, which is quite nice.
And as you would expect, every hero is really unique in the way they do that. Apart from Rogue, because she just steals everybody's powers. But but yeah, do you want to go show off a mission?
Yeah, we can go and show off a mission. There are apparently there are 30 of these, 30 missions, but I must admit there's not a wide variety of missions. They're all a bit the same, where you sort of fight through your way through a bunch of stages, and then when you get to the end, you fight a boss, and that's basically how it goes.
Oh,
I got 15 tickets now. That's exciting. I can play on the wheel.
That's a bit weird. The mission wheel slider thing has gone a bit funny, and I can't see the missions. We'll just pick one randomly. There we go. We're doing that one.
Randomly, it'll be fine. Yeah. So it's really, really easy to group up, actually, in this game. The social aspect is really quite good.
Yeah, I don't know if it's recording all this black screen.
Oh dear.
But that's fine. It's fine. The mission should be fine with. There we go. And start mission.
Also, your squad name, which is what you kind of get called a lot, is like, I'm Quasar Time Sphinx. This is exciting.
Best name ever.
That's kind of like you basically pick on a randomized button, and it comes up with random stuff. Oh, the whole thing just broke for me.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, completely.
Oh, yeah, you've gone. Well, if you continue talking, I'll continue showing off this mission.
Yeah, cool.
Um, we have the hero up function, which is your special ability. It's very Deadpool-esque. Well, not Deadpool-esque, but it depends on the characters that you're picking.
Yeah, well, I was basically saying, mainly it's, well, what you'd expect from this kind of thing. You kill the bad guys. It's quite simple, the combat. It's literally a case of just left-clicking on the baddie, and the game will actually cycle through your attacks itself. You don't really have to do anything. If you click right-click, it uses stars, which you pick up. You'll probably see Ray doing that now at the moment.
I'm picking up fruit.
You're picking up fruit. Health. But yeah, you right-click, it uses a couple of your stars, and you basically have a more powerful attack. So if you fill it all the way up, you get that hero up, which is your super attack. To be honest, this actually feels actually really quick. So you can use your super attack quite a lot. And to be honest, I think that just for, consider this for 7-year-olds and above and families. I actually think that the combat system's quite overly simplified. I don't think that kids really needed it to be
as simple as it is.
Yeah.
But then again, if it's too complicated, they'll get bored of it eventually. So.
True, but still, maybe that it would have been nice to be just a little bit, not like overly, but just a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm going to apologise for the weirdness that this is. It's a browser game, and apparently Fraps isn't liking it very much, so I've shown off the missions a little bit. It's basically fight through a couple of levels, fight a boss. That's it.
Fight a boss. That's pretty much how they all go, really.
I'm going to head back to town so it stops being weird. In fact, there are different towns. We have
there are 4 zones.
Villainville, Daily Bugle, Baxter Plaza, and Asgard. I'm going to go to Asgard. Right, I apologise. Fraps doesn't seem to like the Unity player, and it kind of crashed, so here we are in Asgard anyway. Let's I mean, as Zell was saying, to say, the towns are very pretty, very colourful, very kid friendly.
Very kid friendly. I like this. I love that bridge. That bridge is amazing.
I love the NPCs. Look at him. He's like a dwarf.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm doing a little mission. You can click on certain things and you
have to
catch them. That's quite awesome. You get stars for it, which I think converts into silver.
Yeah. The most, it's a certain amount of stars. I'm not quite sure. I can't remember how many. 10 stars. 10 stars, and you get
10 stars is a bit of silver, isn't it?
Come here, Loki.
But yeah, to move about like the towns and stuff, you can actually access it from your UI, which is quite nice. Or you can do, if you want a bit more realism, you can actually there's a part in each of the zones where you can actually click on it to actually go to each of the new zones.
No, you know what we actually forgot to mention? The controls.
Oh yeah, totally forgot to mention.
The movement controls, WASD and
space
to jump.
About the clicking.
Yeah, or we can click.
I actually prefer the WASD.
Yeah.
As
avid gamers.
Actually. I found sometimes when I'm trying to click on certain things, I can be clicking on it until I'm blue in the face and it's not doing anything, and then suddenly it'll do something the next time you click. So it's a bit clunky, as I would say. But yeah, the UI, actually, going back to the UI, it's quite nice, actually. I quite like that it's quite out of the way, and at the bottom it kind of stays out of the way. And you can actually reduce it even further just to the 2 icons, which is also quite nice. But mainly it's all those are all the emotes at the bottom there, which are also quite awesome. They're really quite big and flashy and interesting. I mean, look at this one. I get a bed out. It's strange. I bounce on a bed. And obviously, you unlock more the more you level up your character, which is quite nice. Oh, you've invited me to do a card game.
Yep, I thought we should show off the card game and kind of wrap it up with, final thoughts and such.
Yeah. Well, while we're doing this, I'll just quickly say that the social's quite good. It's stripped down for kids' protection, which is quite nice.
I would like to see a little bit more parental control in it. I mean, obviously, it's kids on the internet. You got to. Some parents like the whole fact that they can take control of their kids' life. Well, it's not control of their kids' lives, but
not control. It's more of the fact
protection.
That protective.
Yeah.
Something like an option to auto-decline friends and groups so that you don't have to constantly say no. Kids would quite like to, I think, parents would quite like to, are you playing whack-a-mole?
Yes, I was.
I think parents would quite like to be able to actually control that a little bit more, I think. But yeah.
Oh, you get to go first.
Woohoo!
Yeah, the way this works, it's a very simplified version of any collectible card game played in the real world.
And very good.
Yes.
Good for kids because it actually highlights which cards you can use at what time, so
Yeah.
that's quite good for little.
You have your power counter in the corner, which you need power to play cards. Currently I have 1 power, so I can't play any cards. Certain cards can only block certain abilities, that's the shield at the bottom, and they do a certain amount of damage, which is the number in the middle.
And your deck is your health.
Yes, your deck is your health.
It took us a little while to work out. So stupid. But yeah, I mean, other than sort of having a little bit of a play with the card game, which is actually quite fun. We mentioned joining Shield.
Yep.
It gives you access to special heroes, which you know, 500 gold every month, which is quite nice. And you get to play on the golden prize wheel, which can get you up to another 130 gold every day, which is quite nice. But that is it's €9.95 a month. You can also do it in 6 months and 12 months. But that comes to approximately £8 or $13. And for what you get, I think it's slightly steep. I would have liked to have seen that a little bit reduced, but
yeah,
you know, we don't know how much the developers are getting out of that and stuff. So we can't.
Most of it will be going to developing new things to put into the game.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I just think it's just a tad steep for what you actually get for it. I would have liked to have seen a bit more for that kind of money. Oh no, I have to pass. The website for this, for the browser, you can get from, I think it's heroup.com.
Yep.
The actual website's really nice, bright and flashy again for kids, but I would have actually liked to have seen a bit more information on there for parents.
Yeah, not enough information on the website for parents. There should be, you know.
I had to get, like, when I was sort of searching for a few bits of information here and there about stuff, I actually had to go outside of the website rather than actually to the website, and it would have been nice just to be able to have all the information in one place. I thought, really.
So, you know, taking everything we've said, I really enjoyed the game.
It's got a lot of replayability, but it does get a little bit repetitive, I think. Some of the... If you're playing just one character for a long time, they tend to say the same... Well, no, what I say, they tend to. They say exactly the same thing every time they do something, like when you click on a trash can to get stars or whatever. They actually say the same thing every time. And for an adult, that can get really irritating, but for a kid, I mean, they do like repetition, so that could be quite good for them, but not so much for the adults that are actually going to be sitting there helping them play.
Oh god.
Yeah, there's a lot to do, but we've gotten through quite a bit of it quite quickly. I don't know if that's just because we're adults.
Yeah.
But, you know, there is a lot to do, but yeah.
I reckon it'll keep kids entertained for a long while, and like I say, I've enjoyed it, and I'm an adult, so it's. I reckon it's good fun for all ages. You know, if you want to check it out.
I think it's quite good. It's brilliant for a browser game. Actually.
There is
very impressive that it's a browser game.
Yeah. So that being said, thanks very much, guys, for joining us. There is a link in the description of the video if you wish to check this out. Head on over, and I'd like to say thank you very much to the guys for letting us do this, and we will see you next time.